living. No, you have to, for what we're doing right now. Other people may not like that. Okay, then go trade places with the people of Yemen. And your little daughter will have an arm the same size as my finger. You ever see him? That what they're doing is like, it's beyond inhuman. But they're doing it like it ain't nothing, right? Okay. The point is, we have, I won't use the term, mastered our environment, but we do pretty good with what we're dealing with. We don't do too bad with what we're dealing with right now. And personally, like I said yesterday, I'm actually technically happy. And I haven't been this happy before. It's been evolving. I've been doing fine for 40 something years. Really. Well, 50 years. I've been doing good all my life because I knew when I was in the penitentiary, I was there for rest and recuperation, and it came out all right. Anyway, back to Jonas Salk, back to Africa. So, if there's nothing haram in the thing, and everybody wants it, the Russians want it, and they down with killing people with little potions and stuff. You get to messing with them, look at here, they'll spray something on the doorknob and you'll drop dead before you hit the bottom of the stairs, right? Them boys be on their job. And you'll lay up in the hospital and wither away in 5 days. Them boys is serious, man. So, ain't none of that happened, so I look at it as fine. So the Russians like us, the Chinese like us, probably the Japanese. I think everybody likes us. I think Boss Man is 50-50. Design is 100% anti-Musa, 100%. But that's great. Because now, we have to show the people in the world who the real enemy is, right? And do it with fun and vigor. Make fun of the people, right? Who got the nerve to make fun of Zionists? They be shaking in their boots. Oh, there's a program on now about all the teachers and professors that lost their credibility because the Zionists attacked them. They even got Finkelstein and all that. Finkelstein is a Jew himself. Yeah. Yeah. The little stuff going around here is child's play. And the vaccine, if you don't want to take it, don't take it. I've already taken one, and they got a booster coming up. I'll take that. If Boss Man want to get rid of the brother, Boss Man can push a button right now, and my heart will swell up. I'm telling you, I already know that. Or my brain, look, I can be laying down. I can take you back 2-3 days, right? So today's Sunday. Let's go to Friday morning. Friday morning, I wake up. Oh my goodness. So I'm telling you. And so I said, I'm coming up here anyway, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to tell everybody this is what's going on. And 10 minutes after the Juma is over, right?
I missed that you came around the corner without the cane. I hadn't noticed it.
No, I can't. I didn't need it. I needed one to get up here, and when I was talking, you could tell that to balance, I had to be grabbing something every now and then. You see what I mean? I was not playing, and people could kind of get the feel. And this could happen on the roof. This could happen. I already know what Boss Man is. So I'm not one qualified to tell people this is good for you, and that, because I got so many potions that Boss Man use on me. You know what I mean? Boss Man can produce a quick itch. I be itching. I got Vaseline everywhere. You know what I mean? It helps a little bit. But there's times when you just got to bear it, and you have a real boss man to give you an itch to where you just want to holler. You just have to train your mind. You say, all right, I got it covered.
I'm not saying that you front, but it's like I am just not comfortable giving the white man, or at least saying that, the white man can do that.
Well, he does.
I'll be honest, that makes me uncomfortable.
Well, what do you think he do? What do you think? Go to the movie. Don't listen to me.
I know, but I don't want to. I know all the
And then, wait a minute, this is not 2012 or 14 or back. This is 2021. Artificial intelligence and everything. Do you know about? Okay, say they got knowledge accumulates, and you got, say, in 1900 all the knowledge, and it would take you 1,000 years to accumulate that knowledge. Well, by 1950, it won't take you but 20 years to accumulate that. And 1970, it'll take you 1 year. In 2020, it'll take you, they done got that down to, you can put most of it on a little package this size.
You know what?
Right.
To his point, I think when you talk to other brothers, whether it's talking about the agents, in the community, people don't
want to believe.
People don't believe
That's what I'm talking
Okay.
I'm talking about the Muslims.
Right. No, the ones that are there, I know they don't believe it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. If I didn't, what would I be doing? Right. If I didn't tell the people, I would be diverting from. There's a. So the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, if I told you that there was an army coming to attack you, would you believe me? They said yes. So I'm telling them there's an army, and here's what they got. And guess what? I have managed this over a 40-something year period where most of it you could see. Everybody here, certain things that happen, they can see that. Everybody's comfortable with it. They're cozy with it, right? I mean, that happened. I got I don't know how many cars out there. All it is that one needs, what's that little simple thing? You put on the engine so the water can run around. This is on the truck. That truck runs like I don't know what. That car, when I come back from what's the name, it runs like a watch. Then 2 days later, okay. Those are things that people see. Just imagine how difficult it was for me to wait all those years to be able to put it out a little bit at a time. And that was part of the mission. That was big. Because I faced that before in Jahiliyyah. That thing about paranoia, what I was seeing, it was, when you get at a certain level, they be rolling on you. Okay, that was a trial. This is not a trial. That was a trial because, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, and you now have, because I was going to ask you about this particular, they have this case coming out of the Masjid in L.A. that where, remember the white informant went into the Masjid in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
The brothers, the Muslims of that Masjid are suing, and it's gone to the Supreme Court.
Right.
So you're familiar with that?
Yeah.
So now you've gone through, you've done the dirty work. Now they're taking, the FBI or whoever to court, so it will be revealed, who was involved or who may be involved or who it
Okay.
And,
Okay.
supposedly this is what,
Okay, you could go back. Let's do 5 years instead of 10. How many programs did we do out in front of CARE 5, 6 years ago? Now they're just getting up on it. We told them care, don't care. You know what I mean? In other words, uh, you got to imagine how big of a blessing this is. That you get everything ahead of everybody else. Okay, we've learned to deal with it. To be optimistic, to be friendly, to have your policy of love, kindness, whatever all that stuff is, right? Optimism. Who would be optimistic with this? They'd be scared to death. That's part of our mission, that we have absorbed the stuff that King and Malcolm them went through was children's stuff. But it was for that time, it was deadly. It was deadly. We done went through 100 times as much. And it ain't no big thing. That's what's scaring Boss Man to death. Remember, we got him on the line. He don't have us on the line. Just to talk about it, make people, they look around a minute. You got the white man on the line? You can manipulate. Yeah, yeah, just hang around our masjid a little while. You'll see. Right? Because they'll get a chance to see the flow, right? And I believe we're going to do a lot of good in this thing, a lot of good. And if these things get out, which they will in the future a little bit, those will do a lot of good. But remember, time, the accelerator is all the way to the floor. So I'll close with this. Do you remember last year we was talking about the Pennsylvania charter where William Penn got a charter from the government of England, and he came over and established Pennsylvania, and everybody that want to live within that charter lived there. And we was talking about from city to the countryside and all of that stuff. That stuff is out of date right now. We don't have, you can't, right? Everything like this stuff, we have to develop a policy where we are valid, but we're not changing every day. Because if you get to changing and running after windmills like Don Quixote, you know what I mean? Because life has accelerated. So we have to slow down and focus on the climate. We have to focus on the environment, right? So we have to focus on the things, the family and all of we have to focus on those things. And we have to select the ones that we're going to focus on. Because we can't, otherwise, every time you listen to the news, they got a new killer. It's look like watching a damn horror show, right? The news is a horror show. And it's moving so fast, you have to pick and select the things that are important and deal with those. And we trust the human spirit that the human being will do probably, just hoping. Like, you remember that movie that when the earth stood still? And so, what's her name? Reeves was at that Medal of Honor winner's house, and he was saying, didn't y'all get your creatures or people get at the point where you was almost? He said, yes, but we solved it. He said, when you were at the abyss? He said, yes. He said, that's why you are right now. What you are, you solved it. And so he was asking him, give us a shot, give us a chance. Don't take this whole thing and reconstitute it. Give us a chance, right, to fix this. That's the people in Hollywood trying to be semi-relevant because they make a lot of points in that thing. They said when Christopher Columbus came here and he got hold to the Indians, when a stronger power comes they make everybody slaves or they obliterate them, which they were right. About white folks, that's what they do, right? So we are right at the crucible, the center of life. This is one of those historical periods that you used to read about in the Quran and Hadith. You know what I mean? At the ending of time, not time, but that time, right? This is what we're living at. We're here, okay, and we got a chance to do something about it. We can't.